I'm John Byrne with Poets and Quants, and with me is
Sandy Kreisberg, the HBS guru.
And we're here to introduce a new feature for our readers called Sound Off, which gives you the opportunity to talk about the admissions process at different schools you've applied to. Let's tell them a little bit more about it.
I've just been through this process with my clients. You've been through this as applicants. I'm interested in knowing which applications, which questions, which recommendation forms you found to be helpful, you found to be exciting, or you found to be annoying. We're really interested in getting a forum going where people say, I like the Chicago application, I like the HBS application, I didn't like this application, I thought this question was awful or confusing. John, let's give them some examples.
Great. Let's start with Harvard. This time they only had one question. And it was actually optional, or supposedly optional, although we think very few people took Harvard up on that. But here's the question. You're applying to Harvard Business School. We can see your resume, school transcripts, extracurricular activities, awards, post-MBA career goals, test scores, and what your recommenders have to say about you. What else would you like us to know as we consider your candidacy?
Yeah.
And there's no
What's
word
the word
limit.
limit?
No word limit.
Yeah. Okay. Personally, I like that question. People who had something to explain about what their background was or gaps in their story or why, given their background, they're applying to business school, they have the opportunity to do it. Some people use this as a blank slate to talk about, 10 funny things about being, my job or what I'd like you to know about institutional sales. So you had an opportunity to do a lot of different things. It was free form, and that's a question I liked.
Okay, the most famous...
What did you, but we're interested in you folks.
Absolutely.
How did you find applying to Harvard? Did you find it helpful? Did you find it adequate? Did you submit your application and smoke a cigarette at the end? Say,
People still
I'm
smoke?
satisfied. They smoke after certain events, yes.
How about the most famous question in all of MBA admissions, Stanford's, what matters to you most and why?
I like that question. It's very Stanfordy. People seem to like it. It's a way of being reflective. More to the point, it lets you know you're applying to Stanford Business School. Can you get on our wavelength? I like that question.
Okay, Sandy, you're being too nice. Let's throw a hardball at you now. Let's take Wharton's two questions. Here's the first one. Yeah. What do you aspire to achieve personally and professionally through the Wharton MBA in 500 words?
Could you read that again?
What do you aspire to achieve personally and professionally through the Wharton MBA?
What does that mean?
Well, I imagine that it means that if we grant you the privilege of studying here...
Aspire to achieve personally and professionally. If you stop there, I got it. Through the do they need that? Do they need through the Wharton MBA? Can you just not have to mention Wharton? It's not helping. What do you think it means?
I think it means here's what I want to do with my Wharton MBA, and here's why my Wharton MBA is going to help me do it.
I find that question annoying, and many of the people I worked with found it confusing, although, believe me, I was able to help them.
Okay, well maybe the next question you'll like a little bit better. Academic engagement is...
Stop right there. Go ahead.
Academic engagement is an important element of the Wharton MBA experience. How do you see yourself contributing to our learning community?
You can't wrap your head around that question. You listen, and what you want to say is, John, could you say that question again? Say it again.
Again,
yeah.
Academic engagement is an important element of the Wharton MBA experience. How do you see yourself contributing to our learning community?
I think the way most people answer that question is, here's the clubs I'm going to get involved in at Wharton, okay? And yep. I don't find that an exciting or interesting question for 500 words. What it makes you do is go through the Wharton website and find obscure Wharton resources and clubs and things in the greater Philadelphia area and to concoct some, you know, baloney about how you're gonna contribute to the Wharton community. I found the Wharton questions annoying. Feel free to disagree. That's the purpose of this sound off. I'm just getting the ball rolling.
So now you got the idea.
You got the idea. We're interested in hearing from you. We're interested in hearing people who say, I applied to Chicago. I thought their application and their slides were great. I applied to Wharton, and contra to what Sandy said, I found it simple and to the point. And I applied to University of Texas, and this was my experience. That's what we're interested in. This is a feature that I believe the admissions committees themselves would be interested in reading your responses. They're interested in knowing how people respond to their applications, and it's very hard for them to get an honest answer because, you know, when you're talking to them, you're kind of on your best behavior. So that's the feature. We look forward to hearing from you.
So sound off in the comments below the video. Look forward to hearing from you, and don't worry, you're anonymous, right?
Yes.
Thank you.